I mean, don't you just wish that time travel existed for this reason? I mean, you could pull yourself aside, and in this scenario, yourself from a different era, of course. Not to be confused with the Eras tour. Something, insert Taylor Swift joke here. Yeah, so, you pull yourself aside and you have a bit of a pep talk with yourself before or in the aftermath of a poor decision you made, Hey pal, the real question is, what could we have done different? Well, maybe I shouldn't have confessed my love at a Waffle House. Yeah, man, you gotta be more bougie, Like, next time, show her a good time at the IHOP. Gotta step your game up a bit. What if my game is $25 minimum? Then I have to inform the people watching that this story was completely made up and didn't happen. You see the position you put me in, Pastor Rob? Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Now, if you're new here, welcome. As for our regular viewers, you know what to expect. But yeah, if you are new here, just a few things. This is a late night comedy show. A lot of you may know me, but some of you may think you know me from somewhere, and you probably don't. I just have a very familiar face, and yeah. My head may be shaved right now. I'm actually expressing a lot of concerns after playing back the cold open. But yeah, usually my hair is grown out and curly. In fact, half of the year I look like this. Yep, cheated in Jumanji. This is season 9, episode 5. But I don't recommend binging the show, just a 2-episode minimum per day, and between you and me, that's just fancy talk for, I really hope new viewers don't see the early stuff. I mean, it's oddly school appropriate, you know what I mean? But that just tells me I educated myself to stop doing the show like that. So there has been kind of a theme unofficially associated with the show this season, and that is a lot of explaining why there's so many breaks between episodes this season. It's like waiting for the next episode is almost on the same boat as waiting for season 3 of Euphoria or the next Avengers movie. But see now I'm comparing myself to things that actually have a following. Gotta love that self-deprecation. It's good to be back. But, there was one week where I had to explain a break in effort of production. That was a last-minute show, but let's be honest here. When was the last time you saw this background and it wasn't grainy? So there are 2 groups of people, but, there are actually many groups of people, but for the sake of the next few minutes, there are 2 groups of people, There are planners and there are doers. Based on the presumptions you've had on me thus far, guess which one I am? Planners we mean well, but think about it. I've been planning on becoming a stand-up comic since I was 19 years old. That says a lot. But here I am, 26 years old, and I'm still telling jokes in front of my closet door and a puppet that slightly resembles me. So if you've been following the TikTok ban, last month Mr. Chu, the CEO of TikTok, testified before Congress, and everybody really had no idea what they were talking about. But what we know is both sides came to an agreement that TikTok has flaws. But if we're being honest, what social media doesn't have flaws? I mean, listen, like there are people spending all night on TikTok scrolling, but to be honest, I've been up all night way before TikTok, and I did fine in school. I passed out during a final, but I did just fine. And even if the plans to ban TikTok happen, they probably won't. But if they do, we've done this song and dance 3 times already. Basically, we have planners who are trying to be doers, and if they do what they want done, do they realize how many people are going to leave Facebook and Instagram? I mean, I hate to sound meta or anything, but social media and YouTube, they have their share of content that TikTok is being criticized for right now. And listen, I started in 2014 on YouTube, and it was still mildly offensive. But yeah, the market for clean content was not much. Lame content, however. How about this? A lot of us have heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words. But yeah, there's another phrase too. It's do as I say, not as I do. But I don't like that one really much. Really much. I don't like that one very much because you might as well be saying fake it till you make it. But yeah, actions speak louder than words, and we announce things that we're planning, we make proclamations, but a lot of the time they never actually happen, and they get shelved. I got so many side projects that I took, 3 weeks off just to work on them. Like, I got a cartoon coming out, I got my school news stuff to worry about, but now I am all yours, YouTube. Also, we have the website now, rodriguezreplay.com. There it is right there. What I forgot to mention, our show is now also available on Dailymotion, so you can watch the episodes there if you don't feel like going on YouTube. Check out the Minute Show when it comes back on a Monday. Yeah, that's more clear than how we put it last week. I'm sure it's going to be this week, but we're going to, as mentioned earlier in the show, it might be put off, Just kidding, no, we will be here next week. And this is our first show to air on a Monday night, so I'm pretty excited. This is a gamble, if we're being honest with ourselves, but let's just see how it unfolds. We're going to wrap up season 7 really soon, just 2 more shows, and have a great rest of your summer, people who are still being educated. And that's just a few of them. I gotta stop announcing things that turn out to be dead air. Just kidding, we don't do that here. Well, we've got a lot of show to fill, so that being said, I'm gonna need a minute. Now let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, who doesn't love name brands when it comes to food and drinks? We all love what's in the middle of an Oreo, right? Now, we also love saving money, and sometimes the store brand will do just fine. Yeah, I could go for some chocolate cookie sandwiches and toaster pastries. It's almost like they don't want to get copyrighted, But that's great value for you. They just want to go up and up. Lame. But yeah, so it's not just with food though. I shared this story before, but since some of you are new, I had to get a prop for a sketch that I was filming, right? And it involved the game of Connect 4. Now, for some reason, this specific day, Walmart stored all the Connect 4 games up high. I mean, I'm 6 foot. Like, I could have grabbed that no problem, but for some reason, they decided to make these stacks of 5. So, you know, I'm not gonna take my chances there. I don't need to go to loss prevention today, or ever, for that matter. Now, what they did have was a knockoff version of Connect 4. Now, here's an example. When you go shopping with your parents and you want something, but they're like, nah, don't get that, we have that at home. This is what we had at home. Alright, it's time for that weekly list known as the possibility list. It's kind of like proposing with a Pez dispenser. Alright, this week's list is titled 9 Reasons Why Rob is Still Single. Okay, I do want to hesitate with this list, but okay, let's just get this one over with. And number 9. For 3 years, went through a Jennifer Love Hewitt phase, and now his standards are oddly specific. Number 8. Often creates a scenario wondering if they would have been mean to him in high school. Number 7. His only move is regular conversation. Number 6. Won't let go of the one girl he went on 2 dates with in 2020. Hope she doesn't see this. Number 5. He's an NPC, whatever that is. Number 4. Just want to say this list is satirical, but it still makes me sound kind of nuts. Okay, fourth wall break. Number 3. Calls himself a simp, but it's a running gag. Allegedly. Number 2. Assumes everybody's taken. And number 1, 9 reasons why Rob is still single. I mean, it's only a first name basis. It could be any person named Rob who hosts a YouTube show that's inspired by late night. But number 1, if he said it's by choice, people would doubt it. Alright, and that is the possibility list for you this week. Alright, so I wanted to show everybody some rehearsal footage. Why are we doing this now? It's really because I've had a folder on my computer titled Dress Rehearsal 325. And I just thought, let's just air this during a filler segment after the list. And really have no explanation why, we just wanted to show people. Yep, and that is exactly what we're going to do. So, this is actual footage from a rehearsal that I shot. Yeah. Since when does Rob do rehearsals? Okay, episode 325, 2022, season 8, episode 7. Rehearsal run through. I mean, I know it's hard to admit, but we all have someone we were, or at this time are, feuding with. I mean, oh wow, how did I forget that already? 2, 1. What's the time code? 8 minutes. So, okay. Okay, let's review. We kind of fumbled on two parts there. I think I want to change wording. Let's do it again from the top. Dun, 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 dun. Lockbox, blah blah blah. What? Why were you going through my things? Oh, that hurt. And yeet me over to the couch over there. It'll be my pleasure. Thank you. We flubbed the line. I was thinking it would be so cool if I could just give my past self a phone call. You know, that'd be awesome. And I'm hopeful, like, so hopeful in fact I actually kept my old number from back then. Let's see what happens if I call it. Rich people and what they name their kids, am I right? I mean, just imagine setting up a play date with Blue Ivy and X-A12. Yeah, these names, they're getting more and more unique. I mean, whatever happened to Francis or Rebecca? Gary, even. I mean, Gary could make a comeback. Yes, all that prep, and yet the actual show opens like this. Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Okay, that's an editing mistake, but still, that's what rehearsals are for. Well, that is the show for you this week. You know how to follow me on social media. Until next time, here is a bit of a behind-the-scenes secret. Whenever we do journal entries, the book is blank. So, there's that. Well, anyway, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. That is my time.